I'm Taylor Halsey here with Tiger Sports Digest, Hunter Paniagua. Hunter, you're actually traveling to College Station, Texas to watch the Tigers take on Texas A&M. What is A&M like? How are they adjusting to life in the SEC play?
Right, this is their first year in the SEC, and it's actually been a pretty rough go for them. This is a team that was in the College World Series a couple of years ago. They're used to winning 40, almost 50 games a year, and it's been pretty rough. They're 10-13 right now in the conference, but it's going to be an interesting challenge for LSU because they're not familiar with them. This will be the first time they've played them, that they've gone to College Station to play them there. So that might present its own little challenge outside of just the familiarity, because they don't, only get to scout so much in college baseball. So that'll be interesting to see how they adjust to that. Tonight, Thursday at 8 o'clock.
How important is this series for LSU, and what are they really hoping to accomplish this weekend?
Well, the first goal is they can clinch the SEC West this weekend. They're 3 games up. They can take care of business this weekend. They're right there to clinch that, then move on to maybe have a chance to win the SEC, place their seeding in the tournament. And outside of that, on the field, really hoping to keep the offensive momentum going that they had last weekend against in their sweep of Florida. They had scored 18 runs in the final game, and that's something they'd really like to continue because it was a struggle against South Carolina. So, the A&M pitching isn't spectacular. They have a couple of good arms in the rotation, but the bullpen isn't necessarily that deep. So it should be a good opportunity for them to continue that offensive momentum.
And you touched on the Florida series. LSU looked so phenomenal in their pitching. What are their expectations going into this weekend with the pitching lineup?
Yeah, the rotation seems to be the same. Cody Glenn's going to be that Thursday night starter, which is a really big role for him. He came back last week and did really well in the opening game, set the tone for the rest of the weekend, because if he's able to come out and get a good win in the first game, then Ryan Eads and Aaron Nola behind him are set up that much more. And Aaron Nola is obviously phenomenal. He's got 4 complete games. You almost expect it every time he goes out there now. And that's just really been a huge strength for them. And with if the offense lacks, the pitching is still there. So that's going to be a huge for them, obviously, again this weekend.
Right. Well, Hunter's going to be in College Station giving us all the updates, so keep it tuned to Tiger Sports Digest for all the latest.